Most of the time, people do everything by hand. They add extrusion, inset, loops, bevels, etc., etc. This is the normal way of modeling in any software in the world. But Blender is different. Blender is like 3ds Max. Blender has modifiers. And modifiers are the way to go. This is way better than traditional modeling. Because you will win a lot of time, and you will be able to edit your object, and that will be easy edit, not an edit you will have to deconstruct your object, edit your object, and after re-add, let's see, some bevels. Okay, so I will show you a normal way to make an asset, and we will see a Blender way to make this same asset. So, in the normal way, you will press Shift A, you will add a cylinder. Like that. You will enter a proper value. Let's see, 12 or maybe 16. I dislike to use, let's see, 8. 8, this is the strict minimum to make something round. I can see people using this and make something round with this, and this is bad practice. This is really bad. The minimum, if you want to make something correct, a correct modeling, is 8. So let's see, I have some polygon I can use. I will use this. I like this value. After, what I will do is to select this one, I will press ES, like that. I will press E, and I can press Z or middle mouse button, just like that. I will press Ctrl B. I will press minus because I'm using a pen, and that's it. I created this. After, what I will do is to make a poke. So I will press poke, like that, and I will do the same, Shift R. Now I need to add some bevels. What I will do first is add some loops here, because you never want to add this kind of rectangle, of long rectangle. You want something uniform, so you want something, let's see, like that. Don't add too much, but the minimum to have something correct. Just like that. For the inside part, oopla, my bad, I will add an inset with I, and after I will add, let's see, 2 loops. Same here, yep. Inset, 2 loops, and that's it. And in the normal way, when you come from softwares like Maya, for example, people will do this by hand, just like that. Or they can also select this, press Ctrl B, plus, and play with the profile, just like that. After, they can edit. So that can be faster than added the bevel by hand, and you will have a better result. So Shift R, boom, that's it. Also, after, they can select, let's see, this loop and press GG to move it if they want something small here. GG, etc. Same here, because it's a little big. Hop. GG. Okay, so this is the normal and destructive way to make this piece, and this piece is pretty simple. Now I will add a smooth shade, and I will add a subdivision surface. If I check, I will add 2 on the viewport, and I will have my result. So this is exactly what you want when you make a model. You want to have 2 subdiv maximum, and you don't want to see the iteration of your object. So this is correct. If I add less than this, let's see, I will duplicate this one, Shift D, I will hide this one and remove half of the segments to show you with 8, Ctrl Z, with 8 subdivisions. I will press Ctrl X, and now if I add this, you can see here the number of segments. So on this destructive way, the issue is if you added just not enough number of segments, you will have to add the segments, and on this case, good luck to add segments on everything. There is some possibilities. One is to deconstruct your object. Let's deconstructive, and this is what I dislike, in fact. Ctrl X. After add on Blender, this is a little workflow I use a lot. I will just press RMB and mark crease, edge crease, like that. And let's add a subdivision surface iteration 1 and apply it. Boom. And just like that, I created this, let's add this, and I added some loops. But as you can see, I added too many loops up, and I need to deconstruct again my object. So this is the example I wanted to show you. The deconstruction takes time, and you don't have all the time you want. So I will select this one, boom, boom, and boom, not you, boom, Ctrl X, and that will give me this result. So I can select all of this, and with the loop tool, edge loop, loop tool, I can make a circle, and that's it. And here I can make a poke, so F3, poke face, I will press Ctrl X, and F3, poke face. So as you can see, to edit your object, because you don't have enough subdivisions, this is a lot of work. So circle, Ctrl X, poke face, and that's it. And after, of course, I need to deconstruct here too. Remove the segment I don't want. So that's it. Now I have something correct. I will add a subdivision surface, iteration 2 in the viewport. And let's see here, and this is okay. And I forgot to add, in fact, the bevel, because I have a bevel. So what we can do is to, normally I can maybe select, I don't remember to select Shift G, I think, yes, select similar, crease, yes, no, oui, I need to select everything. Shift G, crease, no. Bon, okay, well, don't care. I will select this, up, to be faster than previously. Do this, Ctrl B, and yes, it's okay. And that's it. So I can remove, in fact, my crease, clear crease, edge crease to the minimum. Yes, I need to come here, or I can come here. So as you can see, this is a lot of time to edit your object. Okay? So I think it's a proper example to show you the normal way and the difficulties of this normal way to edit the object if you don't have enough subdivisions, etc., etc. So took time, in fact, took really a lot of time. I will remove this one. I will now show you the Blender way to make it. So for me, this is the good way. I will press Shift A, I will add a plane, I will go in edit mode and make a merge at center. Boom. I will activate the in front to see my vertex, and what I will do is to move it. I will follow the form of this one. I will press E, like that. I will press E, like that, E, like that. Let's see again. On this example, I will just make this like that. Yep, and I will snap it. So, what do we have now? We have this, okay? So this is a profile. And what we can do with this profile, we can add the best modifier on Blender, the screw modifier. This one is, in my opinion, the best modifier. I will activate the calc order. Always activate the calc order. Activate the merge vertices. And if you disable the smooth shading, you will have this. So, from this, I have this. And if you check, this is just some vertices. Okay? So this is, in my opinion, pretty interesting. And the power of modifier allows you to edit the number of steps. Just like that. So as you can see, just with a little modifier and some edges, I can do the same as the other object, and with the beauty of modifiers, I can edit and add as many subdivisions as I want. Okay, so what we can do now more with this, we can, let's see, add a bevel in angle mode, profile 1, I will remove the clamp overlap, and I will add the 2 segments. I will just decrease it, just like that. And with this, as you can see, I created just this. So if you have enough number segments, let's see, I will add 12. I will have this. So as you can see, if I have 12, I will just have to play with the angle, and that will fix it. So like I said, making a cylinder with 8, it's the minimum, and with the minimum, this workflow will not really work. As you can see, I will have a bevel everywhere. So in this case, there is another possibility. I will show you this, but it's not the best possibility. Just add as many subdivisions as you want, because like we saw previously, with 8, you will not have a proper result. You will see these steps. So most of the time, just add, let's see, 12 or 16, boom, and you will have something correct. So if I do this, if, let's see, I add a subdivision surface, if I click here, I will have this result, and I need to do this, yes, and that will be correct. So on this one, what I can do, because I need to do exactly the same as previously, I need to add some loops here. So I just have to select those ones and add a subdivide and play with the number of cuts. Just like that. Subdivide, Shift R, up, Shift R, and subdivide here and add some cuts like that. Up, Shift R, and that's it. So I have this. This is the proper way. I will show you this after. This is the way of doing it on Blender. That means you will have some modifiers that will be pretty fast to do it, in fact, because I added some modifiers, and you will have a perfect result. And the beauty of the modifiers is that you will be able to edit the number of segments here with the steps, if you need more or less, just like that. And you will be able to use a different number of segments of steps in the 3D view and in the render. So you can have a lighter 3D view and on the render something with more subdivisions. So as you can see, this is pretty nice. You can also add weighted normal to fix the normals, etc. But on this case, you will not see the result. Let's remove it. So if we do this, we have this. So this is correct. So now let's see how to deal with this to make something different. I will remove the bevel. I will select some vertices here, those ones. I will come here, and on the vertex data, min bevel weight, I will put to 1, and I will have this. So now I will add a bevel. I will move it before the screw, like that. I will activate the only vertices, profile to 1, segments to 2. I will just change the width, like that. So as you can see, this workflow, I don't really use this one because of this weird things here. It seems the bevel weight is not really used correctly. So, but first I will activate the weight. I forgot to activate the weight. So, just like that, you have this n, in fact, that works with none. So, I think it's a bug. Normally, you need this, and let's remove the clamp overlap. Okay, so we have this result. We can do this. I will do the same as previously. But as you can see here, I will need to edit my object. So, like that, I will need to do this, and that will work. I will do the same, in fact, here, subdivide, select those two, do this. Same here, subdivide, no, it wasn't this, here, like that, and remove it. So, same here, I can press Shift R, and that will make something correct. I forgot, in fact, this one should be at 1, and that will work. So, this way is another way from this one. I prefer this one. For me, this one is better because you don't have a lot of work to do. Everything is editable. And this one is different. I forgot to add one here. So subdivide, select, and this one. Boom. And after, if I add a subdivision surface, boom, that will work. Shade smooth. Yes, I need to activate it here. Boom. And that's it. Okay. So, as you can see, this is the result with the bevel in weight, etc., etc. Like I said, I really dislike this one because first, I don't have enough subdivisions, and since you don't have enough subdivisions, that means this is not correct. With 2 in subdivision surface, if it's not correct, your low poly is not good. So you need, like this one, to add, and this one was too big, the correct number of segments. Even 16 should be correct, as you can see. And just like that, you can use the bevel angle. And just like that, you don't have anything to do with it. You can edit your object. Let's see, I can take all of this and just, why not, move it like that. This is just some edges. This is pretty easy. After, you can take this one if you want, and in the loop tool, you have this paste tool that will fix everything. Yep, Shift R. And as you can see, this is pretty easy. Select just this, do this, select this is pretty fast. Loop tool, and space. Bam! And if I come back, everything is correct. So, this is the first example. We have seen the difference between destructive and non-destructive with the modifiers, and even with the modifiers we can make something complicated, but with the proper workflow, you can gain a lot of time, and you can edit your object on the fly. This is really easy. Let's see another example. What I will do is to create, let's see, a circle. On this circle, I will press ES to have this, because I want something with a hole. I will go in edge mode, I will press E, I will press ES, like that, E, S, E, ES. Maybe I can scale, no, I cannot scale it, so let's scale it like that. I should not have done this, but it's not really an issue. Okay, so I have this. I will select this, I will press Ctrl B. I will play with the profile. I will play with the number of segments and play with, let's see, the size, just like that. The profile. Okay, so I have this kind of result. This is correct. What I want to do now is maybe make a scale here. Is to add a thickness. But first I need to check the face orientation, and as you can see this isn't correct. So let's go in mesh, normal, and flip. Okay, so now this is correct. So let's maybe add the smooth shade, and what we want to do, like I said, is to add a thickness. Even a small thickness because of this. Most of the time what people will do is to select everything, but first, when you work in destructive mode, duplicate, hide. Like that you have a backup. So, select everything, press E, sharp, and play with the shrink fatten. So, you tap shrink fatten. This one is really nice. So with the shrink fatten, you will, E, I need to tune, and the other side, yes, I will tweak it like that. So, I will make something here, I will use the offset object, and like that I will have my, just like that, my thickness, and that will work. And the shrink fatten is interesting because, as you can see, you will have something perfect, something that will work, and this is exactly what you want. Okay? So, boom! On your object, what you want to do now is to add some bevels. So the destructive way always is to, let's see, select everything by hand and add a bevel. So come here, tung, 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 and at the inside here. Okay, so I will make it as fast as possible. Ctrl B, like that. I will decrease the number of segments. I want 2. I want to profile to 1, and the width I will make a small one like that. Okay, so let's continue. Ctrl R. Maybe I should have added 2, so Ctrl B and minus to have this result. And here, Ctrl R plus like that. Ctrl R here, Ctrl R here, and one here, one here, one here, and one here. And that's it, I created this. I can now add a subdivision surface, iteration 2, and if I check, I have something correct. I will just check again the face orientation. Up, yes, as you can see, weirdly, it's inverted, so, normal, flip, up, and now this is correct. Okay. So this is the normal way to make this object. And as you can see, this is normal, this is correct. You can do whatever you want now. You can edit, unwrap, etc, etc. So your object is correct. Because I added enough subdivisions to have something correct. So this is important to always add the proper number of subdivisions. Okay? So, now, let's make the same. What I will do, in fact, I will duplicate it and I will work on this one. I will just, in top view, 7, select this loop and I will press Shift D and P to select it. After I can remove this one. So as you can see, I have this. I will just clean it a little. I will try something. Let's add, let's see, first in fact I need to remove those two. X, delete, yes, or I will do this, that will be faster. I will select those two, Ctrl X, and this one, X, delete vertice, and after I can press L to select this one, and remove it, X vertices. I want just this one. I want to try something. I haven't tested this, but with the decimate, I will just use the planar, and no, I need a face. That will not work. Ha ha ha. Too bad. Could be nice to have the decimate to remove the vertices you don't want. I will propose that to the devs. Up, Ctrl X, up, Ctrl X, Ctrl X, and seems to be okay. Maybe one here. Ctrl X and here. Okay. Like we said, we did previously, add a screw, add I will remove this one. Calc order. Remove this one, merge vertices, or I don't need to add the merge vertices. I will activate the flip, and I will have this. But yes, I could have on this one, in fact, let's remove this. Where is my object? Up, select everything, yes. I could have made something here. So I will remove all of this, X, delete faces. Just take this one, I will activate the this, up. And let's see, press F. I will select this loop, this vertex, because it's not a loop, I will remove it. On this one, what I can do is to, let's see, add, like we did previously, a bevel white. I will add a bevel on this one, bevel, I will choose the white, and I will activate the only vertices, and I will move it before the screw. So like that on this one, as you can see, I will be able, boom, I will do this, to add this kind of result and add as more subdivisions as I want. Okay? So this is another way to make this part. This is pretty interesting. What I will do to make something different from the previous object is to add a solidify. This solidify also is something people should use. I will play first with the offset and the thickness. With the thickness you will have this result, okay? With the offset you will be able to change the direction. So I want an offset to -1 and I want to play with the thickness. I will activate the even thickness to have something better, and I will decrease the thickness because it's too strong. Just like that. Let's see in wireframe. I should have my result. Yes. And we have, if we go in front view, something perfect. And this is a modifier, this is something you can edit, just like that. And as you can see, this is not even perfect. Even if I use the even thickness, it's not perfect, but it's correct. You will never see the result. Okay, so we made this. Now what we will do is to add a bevel. So let's add a bevel, another one. This one will be in angle. It will be after the solidify, after the screw. Okay, I will just change the number of segments of the screw, 24, should be better. On the bevel, I will play with the number of segments. I will make the profile to 1, and I will play with the width. Just like that. So, up, decrease the width. Up, and to, yes, that should be correct. Maybe increase the thickness of this one. Just like that. Okay? So, now I need to, let's see, add segments here. I will press subdivide. I will have this. I can press Ctrl B and V to add a second one, just like that. And same here, I can, yes I can. I can, in fact, take this one, press Alt D, and just move it. This is a pretty nice workflow. Select this one, subdivide, and here you have the bevel. Yes, no, it's correct. And don't forget, since you use a solidify, you don't need to add the edges at the inside part. So this is another way to do it, just make it on the outside. So, with this piece, if I do this, this is just that. If I add a bevel, I will have this. If I add a screw, I will have this. Solidify for the thickness, and a bevel here. Just have now to add a subdivision surface, viewport 2, check, activate the shade smooth on the screw, and that's it. This is our result. This is exactly the same as the previous one, but since I'm using a screw, it's fully editable. You can add as many subdivisions as you want. Up, let's see 24. Same for the render. And you can also edit the bevel width. That means I can change it to 0.2. And I will have different results, as you can see. 0.1, 0.3, etc. So that really depends on what you want to do. And the beauty of this is that everything is editable. You can edit absolutely everything. And as you can see, you have the same result as the previous one. So let's exit this one. Let's select, I think it wasn't this one, it was this one. And let's move it, disable this. Maybe the bevel on this one is too big, so you can also edit the bevel of this one. Yes, here. On this one you cannot. On this one you have to go in edit mode, boom, and to edit or deconstruct and reconstruct after. So you will have to do it for the outside, but also for the inside. So you can understand the difficulty of working in this way. And with this, you can edit the bevel here, you can edit the bevel here, but you cannot on this one. So that's it. I hope you can understand the difference between those two way of modeling. In Blender, the modifiers are the way to go. You must, as you can, use the modifiers, you will always have a better result. And there are different workflows, and you can see all of this on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter, and you will be able to gain a lot of time. Because with this one, since it's non-destructive, I can make a high poly, I can make a low poly, and I can also make some loads. That means if I want something high poly and after something with less subdivisions, I can make different version of this one just by playing with the modifiers. And I cannot find this one. I will have to deconstruct it, remove segments, that's it. Continue and do the same. On this one, it's in seconds, on this one, it's in hours. Well, not in hours, but you can understand the difference. Modifiers are the way to go. So, I hope you will use it, and when you will see someone making a bevel by hand, I hope you will think, I should use the bevel modifiers. He should use the bevel modifiers. So that's it. And also, I made my add-on Speedflow to work with this type of modeling and to gain a lot of time. I can do this in seconds. I just have to extrude it, select, clack, etc. You can check my YouTube video and my Twitter. You will see Speedflow is perfect for this kind of modeling, for every kind of modeling, exactly. And for modifiers, this is the best. And for this, you can deal with it pretty easily with all of this. So that's it. I hope this tutorial was okay for you. It will help you a lot. And see you later for another one.